A game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Utah's offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. This opening drive moving. Dropping back, it's Russo. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Utes line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football belly.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wicks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Lost to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but...
Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the left side. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Russo. Finds his man, it's Coates. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run to the left. Across the 45. Breaks into the open.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Utes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're working that left side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Buying some time. The throw. It's complete on the right side.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And now on second down for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Russo. Got his man on the right. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Snowed under by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The throw to the outside is complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russo. Pocket breaking down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Utah.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, better look out! They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Gets rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to Rice. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Russo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Smashes ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bucks.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. When the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Russo. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Coates. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Utes will hustle to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. Defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Russo. Here's a hit. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wicks. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Reese. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Got his man downfield. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pulls it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the play fake. Got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The give to the back. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Russo. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Got a wide open receiver. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky if you give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Reese. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Utah. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Leaves it with the back. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off play action. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Wicks. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's finally run out of bounds after the big pickup. That looks good on the stat sheet, but they had a long way to go, still short of the first.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Completes the shuffle pass. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts to save as much clock as we...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle of Hall. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Quarterback keeper picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as